Hello and welcome to the shockingly beautiful country of Montenegro. I'm going to be spending the next week here, based in the city of Kotor, here on the very impressive Kotor Bay. Kotor is a walled medieval town that dates back to the 5th century BC. The Venetians ruled here for over 4 centuries, so you'll see a lot of Venetian influence in the architecture, the small narrow streets, and even the food. And even the ancient walls of Kotor were built by the Venetians, and they go all the way to the top of the mountain to the famous fortress. So today I just plan to walk around the old town, give you a little idea of what it's like to be here. The language spoken here is called Montenegrin. It's a dialect of the original Serbo-Croatian language. And Montenegro gained independence in only 2006 from Serbia, so it's a relatively new country. Montenegro was also home to the world's largest vineyard. Shout out Mackenzie and Creighton up at Rove Estate. It is without a doubt one of the most beautiful and charming cities I've ever been to in my life. All throughout the town you'll see these outdoor restaurants. They're beautiful and the food is delicious, but they're a little more pricey. So for a nice dinner and a drink, you can expect to pay around 8 to 15 US dollars.
I'd like to go.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, be careful. I'm like, oh, come on.
I mean, all over Europe. France will have a lot. All right, so me and a couple friends are going to go hike the fortress of Kotor. Steep hike. Looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, it is my 3rd day here in Montenegro, and I have just arrived in yet another absolutely stunning town, the town of Perast. So my plan today is just walk around, explore Perast, and take you along with me. So everyone you talk to says this is one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful town in all of Montenegro. And so far it is absolutely gorgeous. You have all the old Venetian architecture, and then you have the bay. And just encompassed by these beautiful fjords in the background. Montenegro is already quite a popular tourist destination for Europeans, but it's still relatively unknown to people in my country of the United States. And not only is it strikingly beautiful, but it's also very cheap. So I'm sure in the future it'll become more and more popular for tourists. If you're interested in coming to Perast from Kotor, the cheapest way to get here is by public transportation. It's called the Blue Line bus. If you take the Blue Line, it is only €1.50. Extremely cheap, so round trip €3. Just be prepared to stand on a bus that is extremely crowded. It's definitely a dream for me to be here right now. About a year ago, I stumbled upon a cinematic YouTube video of Montenegro, and ever since then, I've wanted to come here and get some cinematic shots myself. So to fly my drone around those islands and around this bay and the fjords is definitely an absolute dream come true for me. So very grateful to be here, and I'm loving every second of it, and I'm so glad I decided to come to Montenegro, and I think everybody needs to come to Montenegro. So today I'm going to be heading up to northern Montenegro to Durmitor National Park, which is another big reason why I really wanted to come to Montenegro in the first place. I'll also be checking out a few other famous sites along the way, so it should be an amazing day. Nice to meet you. Eric from Kentucky. What's your name? David. Evan.
Eric.
This is called Black Lake. It's said to be the most beautiful lake here in Durmitor National Park. Absolutely gorgeous, surrounded by the mountains here. So Durmitor translates to mountain with a lot of water. Mount Durmitor has 18 glaciers, and the main alpine hikes are actually closed right now. They're only open 2 months of the year. That'll be in July and August. A little bit of a bummer, but cannot complain. Definitely reminds me of something you might see in Montana or Banff in Alberta. Absolutely beautiful. It's an absolute dream of mine to fly my drone here. That's a big reason I came here. Anyone that knows me knows that's my hobby. I love flying my drone, and to come photograph these beautiful places and document it. So those shots you saw of this lake and that mountain in the intro of this video, it's really a dream come true for me to be able to do that. I was also getting attacked by bees the whole time, so good job, Evan, keeping it together. So Durmitor National Park is also home to the deepest canyon in all of Europe. It's called the Terra Canyon. So those of you familiar with Snapchat, they give you what's called memories. So every year they'll show you what you were doing exactly 1 year ago. And today I received a 2-year memory of a video of this canyon that I had sent to all my friends. During quarantine, I'd play a game called Guess the Country for $5, and I'd send videos of YouTube videos from all over the world. And it was this canyon exactly 2 years ago during quarantine. And here we are. So we just arrived here at the Ostrog Monastery, said to be the holiest place in all of Montenegro. You can see it's this monastery built into the side of a cliff. Incredible view.
On the left, but you can.
I was not expecting this many people to be sleeping here.
Well, 10 days ago, 12th of May, it was a day of Saint Basil, so almost 20,000 people were here. Well, during the weekends it's usually like this. Yes.
That's already going.
Just look out the back window of my hostel. So sadly, it is my last day here in Kotor. Tomorrow, for my last full day in Montenegro, I'll be taking a bus to a city called Budva, right on the Montenegrin Riviera. I won't have much time, but hopefully I can catch the sunset or something like that. And then the next day, I will be taking a morning bus to the country of Albania. Yet another country that was never part of the original plan for this trip. But everyone talks about how amazing it is, so I am extremely excited. I'll be staying in 4 different regions of Albania, so try to get the beaches, the city, and of course the Albanian Alps. I was able to catch an early morning bus to the town of Budva, so I have a full day here in Budva, which is located here on the beautiful Adriatic coastline, here on the Montenegrin Riviera. I think the plan today is just find a nice peaceful beach and enjoy my last day here in Montenegro. Get ready for Albania tomorrow. Have a beautiful view of the old city of Budva. And of course, the beautiful Adriatic Sea. But Montenegro has been an absolute dream come true for me. I've been watching YouTube videos on Montenegro for literally years, and I've dreamt of seeing these places and getting these drone shots that I got for a very long time. So it's an honor to come to this country, and I will truly miss it. I just want to say, of all my friends back home in Michigan, I think my buddy Clyde would really enjoy this place. Shout out Clyde. I'll be traveling through Eastern Europe for the next couple months or so. If there's anybody that is interested in joining me at any point or has any desire to meet in Europe, just let me know. That's right, I'm talking to you, Bronco. Okay, so after about a 4-hour bus ride, I've arrived here in the town of Kotor in northern Albania. It's hard to believe I'm actually in Albania right now. Thank you all very much for watching this Montenegro video, and I'll see you next week here in Albania.